Hello. So, I just need to explain something. Okay. The purpose of my videos is to not only talk about things that I've learned, but to also talk about things that have happened to me to show also how I cope with them, how I deal with them, how I get over it. Um, some of it is not my story. Some of it is other people's story that I have shared, because I can relate to a lot of that stuff. I've had a lot of things just happen to me. But the purpose is not to, you know, do anything but uh, spread awareness, I guess, is that to bring light that this happens to people every day. Um, and it's not to have people feel sorry for me. It's not to try to get anybody to help me because I do that just fine myself. Like, I don't really need that. Sometimes I feel like I do, but I really don't. Like, I do a good enough job um, figuring out my own stuff. I always have, I always will. I've never really had any kind of support. I guess I don't, but that doesn't mean that I still can't um, feel a certain way about that because I am entitled to my feelings just like everybody else on the planet is entitled to theirs. It's how I feel. It's not right. It's not wrong. Um, and that's just the way that it is. But the whole purpose is just to bring awareness to people that this happens. And a vast majority of the time, nobody really cares. And people pretend like they do. But it just, the bottom line is they don't. Like, nobody really cares until it happens to them. And then all of a sudden, they care. Um, and that, in my opinion, is something that is majorly wrong with the world. Like, um, we're all flawed. We all have shit that we need to work through, get through, deal with. And some people are fortunate that they have, a good, kind, loving, caring support system. Some people don't have that. They never had that. And, like, I can understand why people would turn to drugs or alcohol, um, food, sex, gambling, shopping, working. I mean, there's lots of things that we become addicted to. There's lots of things that we do to cope. And, not gonna lie, I tried the drug route like a long time ago, and last year for about a week and a half wasn't my cup of tea. Like, it's not who I am. It's not how I like to cope. I like to work through it. Did I have some crazy fucking issues? Absolutely. I was living in a severe PTSD episode that um it just I just was, going crazy. I felt like everybody was trying to hurt me, and in a way that was kind of true because I did get hurt. I did get hurt, and the more crazier I got, the worse it just seemed to happen. Nobody helped me get out of that except me and my therapist. EMDR has completely saved me. Like I said, a PTSD episode is not pretty. I mean, you think things are happening that are not happening. But then there are things that are happening, but just in a different way. So it's kind of like um, how do you sort through the madness? How do you get through that shit? The easiest way to do that is to just desensitize yourself to it, because some vast majority of it wasn't true. But then there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with members of my family, um, like my my children's dads, like they were all doing shit behind my back when I thought they were trying to help me. And so, um, yeah, it was just crazy. It, but not really. I mean, this is what people go through every day, especially when they don't have support, especially when they don't have um, anybody that cares. So the way that I deal with it, the way that I cope with it is, I craft, I get creative with it, hence my YouTube channel. I learn things, I read um, about religion and philosophy, and, um, just really try to see things from a different perspective, which is a great thing, but it's also a bad thing because then I tend to create this false narrative of people in my head. And it's generally some kind of um, silly little fairy tale to make sense of why they would hurt me so bad. And that's just, and while it's very beautiful and cute and naive and whatever, that's just not reality. Reality is there's nobody like me on this planet, and nobody feels how I feel. Nobody sees things how I see things, and that's okay. But I try to project that onto people that I think they have good intentions, and a vast majority of the time they don't. So it has taken a lot for me to figure that out. A lot of really harsh lessons, which I am grateful for at this point in my life, because I got to rid myself of all of the toxicity, and now I just have to find a way to get back into my groove through this healing. I'm not all the way healed yet, but I mean, I just want to bring awareness to the stuff that goes on in the world, because it happens. And until it happens to somebody important, nobody cares. Well, why does it have to happen to somebody important before somebody cares? Like, it doesn't just happen to me, it happens to a lot of people. Um, yeah. So, with that being said, um, I hope everybody has a great day. Um, I hope everybody can just heal and learn to love each other, because, I understand that not everybody on this planet is evil and destructive. And I also understand that not everybody is good and has good intentions. So um, I got to quit pretending either way and just realize that people are people, and they're flawed, and they're humans just like myself. And, not everybody wants to change. Not everybody wants to grow. People want to stay stuck in their pain. People want to continue to hurt each other, even though they don't realize that they're hurting everybody in the process. Like, you could not let me see my child, that's fine. But you're not hurting just me, you're hurting him. Um, and in my mind, that's not okay. Like, parental alienation is a big deal. My mom did that to my dad. Um, she had a reason to. Um, but ultimately, like, it just, you grow up without that bond, and um, it makes a difference. It really does. Um, so, you know, we'll get through it, we'll get over it, we'll heal, we'll continue to live and thrive, and just do the best that we can with everything that's dealt with us, because it's all we can do. You can't do anything about anything if you don't really have the means. But, you know, that's still okay, because the process is slow. And the more that you let it go, and the more you sit with yourself and sit in your pain and learn about yourself. And I mean, I learned all kinds of stuff I didn't even know that I could do. And that's a really good thing that has come out of my healing, is learning stuff that I had no idea that I could even do. And I probably would have never even tried if I wasn't forced to sit in my shit and deal with it and try to find a way to work through it, because drugs weren't an option. Killing myself wasn't an option. Killing anybody else wasn't an option. Breaking the law is not an option. Um, yeah, so what do you do with the madness? You got to find a way to fight through it and get through it and realize, yeah, this sucks, but what can I do with my time that can help me be a better person, that can help me figure stuff out? And that's exactly how I live my life. I retreat, I go into my little hermit mode that I do. I've done it a lot, I do it all the time. And when I'm ready to rejoin society and I'm done with my introspection, I come out a more spiritually connected human being. And it's in my nature to want to help everybody, because that's just, whether people think I'm trying to think I'm right, or I'm trying to say that my way's this way, or no, I'm just saying, like, hey, there's other options. We can do things different ways. And I'm not trying to force my opinion on you. I'm just trying to let you know what I learned. Like, it's not right, it's not wrong. It's just something that I learned. And it could be beneficial in your situation. Like, if you don't think it is, then that's fine. Keep doing the same thing that you've always done and keep getting what you've always gotten. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to try to do that anymore. So, with that being said, I hope everybody has a great day, and um, just trying to bring awareness to the stupid shit that goes on in this crappy shithole that we live in. Welcome to hell. There is no heaven here on earth. It's just kind of real sucky, and it's been sucky for a really long time. So, um, like, I think people got the right idea, they just are going about things the wrong way. So, um, but like I said, that's my opinion. Um, yeah, love you. Have a great day. I'm gonna clean. I need to. So, love you.